If you're watching me right now, it's 3:47 a.m. and you're somebody who is considering healing, you can heal. If you're a person who's watching me right now and you're black, you can heal without a white person doing or saying anything to you, for you, period. If you're a person who has gone through being black in America, you can heal even with what's happening in the planet, on the planet, in the country right now. You are capable. It is possible. In 2021, I was guided. I believe in 2021, I forget the specific date, but I've been writing a book. So I wrote down literally the first page of the book. I think it was like in August or some shit like that when I started writing this book. But in August of 2021, I started writing this book. And the title of the book was Let Us Heal back then. It's changed titles 17 times. Now, not literally, but it's changed titles quite a bit. Now, and it's still not finished. And it's still in production, so it's cool. Now, the thing is this, in 2021, myself told me, we're going to heal. We're going to heal. I had already been on my own self-help journey since 2014. And in 2021, myself said, we are going to heal. So you're going to focus. And I'd recently quit my job as well, like the year prior. And so I'd already been on this journey of learning myself, of exploring myself, of playing and creating and just, I was in that energy. And I went through the process of disconnecting from social media, from disconnecting from mass media, from disconnecting to friends. I was on a whole journey with myself. I gave away my apartment and all my belongings, and I did this several times, throwing away computers and equipment, camera equipment, makeup, everything, just so I could have a wallet and a toothbrush in my pocket and a pair of drawers in my back. And then just saying, I'm gonna figure it out from here. I went through so much journey with just myself in the safest way that I felt aligned, in the most harmonious way I felt aligned. And I went on that journey to heal myself. I went on the journey of what happens if I stay in this country and I actually disconnect from everything that it spews out of its fountain. What if I stayed in this country, but I walked away from the fountain that was feeding the people the motherfucking water that had them assuming they didn't have no power? What if I stopped drinking? Could I stay in this country and survive if I stopped consuming what it fed me and I only consumed what my spirit told me to consume on this land? What would happen if I only allow myself to listen to my own inner guidance and let my own inner guidance be the only instructions that I have? What happens? And I went on this journey to realize that, oh, white people don't have power over me, babe. They don't. The government don't have power over me, babe. I am not this physical body. This physical body is not me. It is a vehicle. It is a car. It is a temporary motherfucking lease that I am utilizing to drive me about this motherfucker in order for me to have an engagement that matters. Ashe, an engagement with matter, an engagement of matter. That's what's happening. Other than that, I know I am going to turn to dust and die in this body. And when this body dies and I die, that is the ego that is going through a death that then experiences permanence in its death, and it transcends into something else and goes beyond to do whatever else it wants to do. I have yet to decide what I want to do when I leave here because I got time. Ashe. There is no last minute. There just is. Ashe. And I get to believe for me what I want to believe. I get to live for me how I want to believe. I can see what's happening on the plane. I can see what's happening in other people's lives. I can see what's going on the planet and other people's worlds. I just don't care enough about what's going on in somebody else's world specifically for me to stop caring for myself, to the point where now I'm caring for you and I'm sacrificing me. If I can't help you while also making sure that myself is well, then you're not getting helped by me, babe. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to walk on eggshells for you. I'm not going to give a fuck about your feelings. I'm not going to care about empathy. I'm not going to give a fuck about any of those things because I need to take care of me. We have watched our motherfucking mothers in this black community sacrifice so fucking much just to care for a fucking baby that they didn't even want because they were really trying to do whatever the fuck they were trying to do, whenever the fuck they were doing what the fuck they were doing, at the age they were doing what the fuck they were doing. My mother had me in 18 years old, 19 years old, boo. So my mother was already a young buck and my father didn't even have a motherfucking green card and the niggas deported now. So my mother really raised me on her own, but also had help. But then at the same time, despised the help that she had. Like, it's a fucking mess. I watched my mother do so many things that she hated doing. I have my mother even a couple years recent wanting to still be able to kind of sort of try to give for me or to me or think that she's supposed to take care of me. And I'm like, I'm grown. Girl, go be grown. You go do what you want to do. My sister's in college. I'm out here. Neither one of us are checking for you. Girl, go live. You don't know what it feels like to live. You've never got that luxury. We're giving it to you. Go live, mama, please. We want to see you laugh, giggle, and be the prettiest bitch on the motherfucking planet, bitch, because you already do that for us. I realize that I've done the healing work that I've needed to do to get into the place to understand the power that is within me, and there's not nan motherfucker that can tell me how the fuck to be. The worst thing you could do for my physical body, baby, is torture it or take it out. That's potentially the worst. I'm still infinite. I'm not the body. I'm the consciousness. I'm the energy. And I feel that we as a people have forgotten the fact that we are fucking energy. And so we're fighting each other over what's happening to the body. And it's really like no shade, but you need to focus on your home. You need to focus on you in your body. You need to focus on yourself. Stop trying to heal your family. And baby, you don't got your shit together. Not even close. Stop trying to heal. You're trying to fight for countries. You're trying to fight for countries that you can't spell without checking to make sure you're spelling it right. You're trying to fight for places you don't even know where is at specifically on a map. You're like, I found myself in spaces where I was trying to do research and found myself being like, I'm doing research to try to fight for this. But bitch, I'm not well. What kind of sense does that make? The way that I help people today is by sharing what I'm going through. I share the answers I have from what I have tested and tried and knows to be true. I share wisdom that I know works. I'm not helping you with shit I don't know and I don't talk and I'm not in. How the fuck I'm gonna sit here and talk about all of these? There's things that I don't involve myself in because of the investment that I would involve myself, and it takes away from me taking care of myself. And I need to take care of me. My ancestors, I'm Garifuna, babe. We've never been enslaved. Technically, physically, mentally, absolutely. But I'm Garinagu, my love. We fought to never be enslaved. My mother's side, okay, there's slavery over there. So I get it. I come from two different worlds. One world that says, bitch, you will never enslave me, bitch, physically. You may catch my mind, and that I've had to work through, but bitch, you ain't getting my body, though. Granted, they get the body, because then the mind, you get how that works anyway. And then another side that is docile, and that will follow all the instructions and let you tell them what to do. And then they'll talk about it in secret, how you ain't got no power over them. But, well, I'm just not listening to what doesn't make sense anymore in my body. I'm not coming for anybody. I'm just speaking what I know to be my truth. And it's that I was able to heal. And I am able to heal. And I can help others who wants to heal themselves too. If you're someone who is triggered by me saying white people don't have power over me, I get that people are still enslaved mentally, but you got to also understand that you're a big grown ass adult. How old are you? And you're still choosing to follow those instructions. You know how many people look like you and go off grid and say, I'm gonna figure my shit out. And you're like, you come up with excuses. They came up with excuses too until they didn't have those excuses no more. And they did it with their kids, with their husbands, with their wives, with their this, with their that. I just see too many people who get themselves out of situations that people have excuses for. So I'm like, oh, I don't have no excuses because I also got myself out too. So heal.